Hello, everyone. This is Alicia Marie. You are watching PNN Polished News Network. Guys, go ahead, tag all your entrepreneur and business owner friends and family. We have a very special guest tonight. So all of you that are looking to purchase a home, to sell your home, get on here real fast. So y'all go ahead, tag everyone. I'll be right back.
You are now watching PNN Polished News Network.
You are now watching PNN Polished News Network.
Hey, yo! You are now watching PNN Polished News Network. You dig?
Do you want to be polished?
You are now watching PNN, the Polished News Network.
You are now watching PNN Polished News Network.
Do you need to be polished?
You are now watching PNN Polished News Network.
You just gotta be polished.
PNN!
You are now watching PNN Polished News Network.
You are now watching PNN Polished News Network.
You are now watching PNN Polished News Network.
Polished News Network.
Polished News Network.
PNN.
PNN.
PPN.
PPN.
PNN?
Polished News Network. Look at the Jordans. Look at the gun. This is all cap.
Yeah. Okay.
3 out of 5 grandmothers approve.
Hello, everyone. Man, I missed y'all. We missed Friday, but we're here today. So if y'all see me twitching a little bit, it's not because I'm on any drugs. I'm not on any drugs. I have PTSD from all the fireworks from this entire weekend. I barely got any sleep. I tried to sleep right after church Sunday, and I thought it was a war going on outside. So I don't know about y'all. I saw a couple of posts saying that people, it must have been buy one, get one for $56,000 on fireworks because, and I heard some a few minutes ago. I was like, please, Lord, not tonight, not tonight. So yeah, y'all are watching PNN Polished News Network, and we have a very special guest today. But first, you guys go ahead and tag all your buddies, anybody interested in real estate, anyone interested in buying a new home, selling their home, get them on here. She's going to drop, I'm sure, a few nuggets for you guys. So I'm super excited about that. That's an awesome topic, real estate, and especially all the rumors we've been hearing about the market. So she is here as the professional because I am not that, not in real estate. All right, y'all. So let me see who's on. Casey, Sister Rashaw, Joe is on here. My hubs, Dr. Latoya Smith. Hey, girl. My mom is on here. Hey, mom. So yeah. So and we're not gonna keep her all night. So you guys go ahead and get your questions in the comments. Get them ready now, so I can have her off of here at a decent time. Okay. I like to respect my guests and their wishes. All right. Okay. So I'll do all the announcements and everything that we have coming up. I'll do that after the interview. I have a lot to tell you guys. And so we're going to talk about the business reel, the journals. We're going to talk about the event that we have coming up. I'm super excited about that. We're going to hear from Cajun Joe as well. And what else? So I meant to ask you, Dr. Latoya, were you still hiring? Because I have your banner on here, your flyer about we're hiring. So I don't know if you're still hiring, but hey, you guys, check into that. Only licensed therapists only, please. Not anyone who thinks that they're a therapist and has no credentials, no license, all that good stuff. She needs professionals. She's professional business, and we're going to respect her as a professional business. And so I'll get that. Put the email in the comments, and I'll post it on here, and I'll announce it after the interview. Dr. Latoya. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you the lovely, the beautiful, the very smart Shavon, the Realtor.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah, how you doing?
Good.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you came on here.
Yeah, this not working. Hold on. There
It's
we
not
go.
the glasses.
Yeah, I can see. I don't like seeing the screen. So we good.
Yeah,
I can see.
yeah. You see that? Okay, good. But yeah, I wanted to publicly thank you for coming on. I know you're supposed to be on Friday, so I thank you so much for understanding. We added a new service to one of our businesses, and it completely kicked my butt. And so the schedule was off, everything was off. It was an exciting day, but I appreciate you taking time out in a day that we didn't have scheduled to come on here and talk to people.
That is no problem whatsoever.
And so there it goes. Okay. Remind me to put that link on there, Dr. Latoya. I talked to you the other day. We had a conversation via phone about how you transition to being a realtor. So I want you to be able to share that with everyone first before we dive into some of the other things. But I was like, whoa, I can agree to this story. So please tell everyone, how did you become a realtor?
Well, my first trade, right, is a social worker. So I am a licensed clinical social worker.
Okay.
And shout out to LCS for giving me my first therapy job, right?
Yeah.
She told me to say that, so I said it. But honestly, I have been a social worker since 2007, 2008. And had been in a case management role my entire career, working with people with dual diagnosis and homeless individuals. Various agencies, but everybody was homeless. And I've always been attached to some type of housing program with the local housing authority and homeless coalitions. So I would say this last year, going through a pandemic, realizing life is short, that I wanted to transfer their skills into something else. So we all have transferable skill sets within whatever job we're doing. So as a social worker, in Social Work 101, you learn that a social worker is an advocate, it's a broker, is an educator, case manager. And all those same skills are actually used to be a real estate agent, right? Because real estate is a relationship business. You do business with people that you like or get along with, and that is one of the biggest purchases you will make or one of the biggest items you will sell. And so you have to be with somebody that you know and trust. And so I sat back last year. I was very unhappy at my job. Even one time my supervisor came up to me and said, I just wish you quit. She loved my work and she loved me as an individual, but people start to see me slowly just decaying from the inside out. My attitude wasn't right. I'm typically the cheerful jokester. And I just was like, yeah, whatever. So I started to make a move, right? So when you start getting uncomfortable, and agitated. Sometimes that means you either need to grow where you planted or you outgrown that situation. And I felt like I outgrew rather what I had been doing since I was 22 years old.
Wow.
So I took a leap of faith. I went to real estate school here locally. And in January, I quit my job to go out and see what happens. So I'm giving myself this time to actually live out one of my dreams.
Wow. That's awesome. I was like, yes. So you told me that. Like, we got to tell everybody.
Yeah. Now, quitting your job may not be the answer for everybody. Right. I just want to put that out there. Yeah. This is not a walk in the park, right? But quitting your job may not be the answer. You may need to sit with your supervisor and see what can change. For me, that was the answer for me during this season in my life.
Right. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And so, look, we gotta live. Yeah. Yeah, that's what me and my husband were talking about, because we had planned on me quitting and he keep working, and then I help kind of, manage both of the businesses from home and kind of schedule everyone, because there was just no time to do that. And we end up getting laid off on the same day.
Wow.
Yeah. So so like when people talk to me about, doing something new and different, I'm like, yeah, go for it. And I said I'm always bad advice with that. It's like, wait, what's the situation first? Don't blame me.
Right. What's your financial landscape? My financial advisor asks me every couple of months, you still good? Dude, yeah. I'm not eating tuna fish yet. I'm not on the noodle gang, so I'm good.
Yeah, that's good though. That's good. And so I know everyone hears your accent.
Yes, I am from New Orleans, Louisiana, the city. The best place you could probably grow up, in my opinion. So yes.
Well, I can almost agree with you on that, because the food is phenomenal. Yes. So I'm like, if I can eat this kind of stuff every day, oh man.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, and so I know there's a few people on here that's anxious to jump in the conversation about we can start like with home buying. And you guys, we're gonna just tap into this a little bit. And so I have her contact information. I'm gonna post it on here as well. So that way people know how to contact you. Because I know everybody's situation is different.
Right.
And that way, I think it's actually posted on the comments of the live part. Everyone's situation is different. And so
somebody asked, how long did I rap for Cash Money?
That's my husband. Because she sound like she can rap.
Whoa, for the 99 and the 2000, but I'm not gonna go there today. I done changed my life.
Right? You can sing.
I do sing at church.
She said at church only.
Right. I'm not gonna bust a rhyme today.
Nah, okay. Okay. Well, let me get you a little bit more warmed up, and maybe you'll do something. But yeah. So yeah, what advice do you have for people who are looking to purchase, let's just say their first home, or because I know it's different with the first home and then with if you've already purchased home before. But what's some advice that you would give people trying to purchase their first home?
I would tell people to first, I always ask my clients to write down, their 5 must-haves in the house. Like, what is it that you feel like you can't go without, right? Because those are totally different for everybody. Some people must have a large backyard because they have kids. Right. For somebody like me, I don't like yard work. I don't care if it's just a little square. I don't need all of that, right?
Yeah.
So write down your must-haves, deal breakers for you, stuff like that. But also, I always tell people that real estate is a team sport. So you have to, of course, have a trusted real estate agent to help you show the houses, walk you through the process. But you also have to have a good lender, because a lender is very important to your process as well. They are examining your finances, your capacity to pay, your credit score, all those things. And then they tell you how much house you can buy, and they get the house appraised and do all that good stuff. So when a contract is written for a house, the real estate agent, the appraiser, the inspector, all those people are involved, the title company. There are so many moving parts that I tell everybody to get you a good real estate agent, a good lender, and people that you trust, but also kind of have an idea of what you want, because the DFW area is very large.
It is.
So if you live in Fort Worth and you tell me I'm thinking about Denton, but then I'm thinking about Arlington, but you know what? I like Mansfield too. I'm going to ask you to sit down and really think about what you want.
Right.
And where you
Because those
want
are
to
two
be.
different areas. Two different areas. They offer different housing structures, and
Right.
I've seen a lot out there.
Yeah. So just kind of knowing what you want, definitely continue to save your money, because their money is involved in the home buying process. So continue to save, and budget accordingly.
Budget accordingly. Okay, so you guys got that, just in case for those that are taking notes. Um, um, the 5 must-haves in your home, like the things that you want, that like you said about the backyard and all that good stuff. So that's some good information. I've never heard anybody say that, because we watch all these shows and everything that have the different oh, look at that faucet, look at that, you think like, wait a minute.
Right. Example, like my first home that I purchased, my master bathroom was huge. Like it was a whole nother room, right?
Right.
But it did not have a tub. It had stand-up shower. But I didn't mind it because my guest bathroom had a full tub. So if I need to take a bath, like lay down, bath, play the Sade or whatever I'm playing at night,
right.
I can go on and take a bath over that. That's not a must-have for me, but for someone else, they may want both bathrooms to have a tub.
Right. And then here's a question. We looked at a property that's grown up, weeds everywhere. Why does it say off the market? Because it pretty much looked abandoned.
Because nobody put it up for sale. It's not on the market.
Yeah,
so they may not have a real estate agent. It could be an absentee owner who's maybe going to rent it again. Somebody could have died. You just never know. But if it's off the market, it means it's not available for sale at the moment, or it's not for sale by owner.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good. You got that, Joe. And so also, I know this may seem like a kind of a dumb question, but I really don't know. So is the process different for someone selling the house? Because I know one is to purchase, one is to I don't want this anymore. Do they still have to be specific on certain things? Because I've never sold a house, so as far as when you're trying to put up a house for sale, do you immediately need to already have somewhere to be, or what's the average time that usually takes to sell a home, especially around this time?
Right. So right now, if I put your home on the market, I would say this: it depends. So everything I'm saying, it depends, because it is case specific to what type of house you're selling. But when I walk into what is called a listing appointment, if somebody wants to sell the home, my first question is, why do you want to sell? Okay. So what's your motivation for selling? What is it that, is there a certain number in mind that you have that you need to make this profitable for you? Right. And then we get into, okay, where would you like to go? Because the same market that you list in is also the same market that you are buying in. Right. So let's figure out, where do you want to go? I've been fortunate to most of my clients right now, they are selling and renting an apartment until they decide what they want to do next, what their next investment will be. But in a typical real estate transaction, if all goes well, and somebody's using financing to purchase your home, you're probably looking at about 30 to 40 days from the time you list to the time you have to be out.
30 to 40 days. Okay.
Yeah, roughly. It just depends, because some people, if they're using cash, cash offers possibly can close a little sooner than a financing offer, because it's straight cash, right? Right. But then you kind of determine what, I help my clients walk through what their timeline looks like, because we also have to keep in mind that most people have families, so making sure that they're still taken care of throughout that process.
Right. And I see now a lot of people, when we go and we do different people's floors, and we're constantly looking at the layouts. A lot of people are talking about, well, where do you guys want to buy a house at? We kind of tell them what we want. that were looking for something, out in the country or whatever. And they're like, oh, well, good luck because it's the seller's market. And I'm like, what does that mean?
So all that mean is like the simple economic supply and demand. So right now, because interest rates are low, we have a lot of people who want to buy a house because it is cheaper to get money because it's a low interest rate.
Right.
But you don't have a lot of houses on the market right now. You don't have a lot of people selling right now. So you have more people trying to buy than you have people trying to sell, which means that you are basically in competition with several other people for the same home.
Oh, okay.
And markets change dramatically because I purchased my house in February 2020. I purchased this house. Yeah, that was last year, right? My years don't even go because of COVID. I don't know dates anymore.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. I purchased my house last year. It was just me and maybe 3 or 4 other people in January pre-COVID.
Okay.
But now you can have a beautiful home and you can have, 20 offers, 10 offers. You're going against 40 different people. So that's all that means. The seller right now has the leverage because there are so many people who want that one property because there isn't a lot of inventory right now. That's all that means.
So they can pretty much put more, they can ask for more than what it's worth because so many people want it.
Not necessarily. Well, it depends. It depends because we try to look at the comps in the area and put the house on the market for what it's valued for. But then there are people that offer more than what you ask for. But ultimately, if you are using any type of financing to purchase your home, your lender is going to ask for an appraisal, and it does have to appraise, meaning that opinion of value has to be of that or what you're saying you're going to pay for it. If not, your lender, my lender is not going to lend me $10,000 for a 2002 Corolla. They're just not going to do it because it's not worth that. So everybody has to be, the investment has to be worth it. So yeah.
Okay. And then we have a question. Outside of my 5 must-haves, what should I be looking out for when I go to look at a house? What do you recommend buyers to keep an eye out for?
So I tell buyers not to try to be an inspector because that's not their job.
Right.
So you may walk up to something and be like, "Oh, that's a crack in the wall. I'm not gonna buy this house," when all it is chip paint.
Right.
So you still look at your 5 must-haves. If there is an issue with the condition of the home, the inspector will tell you that.
Okay.
Too many people try, we watch too much HGTV.
Too much.
We think we're plumbers. We think,
Too much. I'm guilty of that because we go into houses and I'm like, look at that. I wonder how much did that cost to add on to this? Can you just have
Oh, we look at cosmetic stuff, right? Our eyes go to cosmetic things like paint can be changed. Faucets can be changed. If the faucet is ugly, that doesn't mean don't buy that house. Just go to Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's, and change it.
Yeah, and change it.
Yeah.
And so, what are the? I don't know if this makes sense, but what are the steps in the process of purchasing a home? Like, I know one, of course, is to find a realtor. And then, like, what are the steps after that? And then I'm gonna get to Joe's other question.
So, you of course get you a realtor, but then I also give them options on the lender, so that way you know how much you are shopping for or with what you have to work with. Too many people start going to different websites, looking at homes and these beautiful $300,000-$400,000 homes, and then you only get pre-approved for $200,000. And then when you get to me, your face is cracked because I can't show you a $400,000 home because that's not the financing you have. So one, you get your realtor, get your lender. Then we discuss a plan as far as where do you want to be, what your budget looks like, because that's something you and the lender talk about too, is how much you want to spend. Most people are comfortable with what they're paying in rent, and rent is so expensive right now that they're paying $1,600 to $2,000 anyway.
Yes.
So once you get pre-approved, then you and your realtor make your plan, and then we go searching for a home. Once you find a home that you like, then you put an offer on a home, an offer can be accepted by the person who's selling it. But again, I'm telling people now to be patient because we are in a multiple offer situation because everybody's going for the same home.
Yeah.
That you just be patient. What is for you will be for you, and the house that you get will be your house, right?
Right.
There is no perfect home.
Yeah.
So
I
get
believe
the
that.
house that you really, really fall in love with. And if there's some things you need to change, that's fine. But basically you get your realtor, you get your lender, you write down your goals as far as what you want in a house, you start shopping, and then you put in offers with your real estate agent, and then you move forward with inspection, setting closing dates, stuff like that. But in the meantime, most lenders will tell you while you're in the process, do nothing but breathe. Don't buy a new car, don't open a new credit card, don't go on vacation and spend excessive amounts of money.
Right.
Just be patient and be still.
Amen. That's the word. And so Joe has a question. He said, and I told you this is my husband. We were talking about moving to the country and starting a homestead. Are homesteads easier to get a loan for?
I don't know. I'd have to ask. I'm real honest. What I don't know, and I'll find out.
Right.
So I don't know. But I can answer that question tomorrow morning
Okay.
by 9 a.m.
By 9 a.m. That's when she's gonna be settled in the office. And so Casey pretty much is asking something similar. How is the market for farmland?
Yeah, I'll find out tomorrow, Casey. So I typically do single residential right now.
Okay.
But I am licensed to do land. I'm licensed to do all those things. But right now I've been focusing on single family residential or duplexes, stuff like that. But there is a market out there for people who love farmland, who love, want to put cattle or something on land. So those are things that I am definitely qualified to do. I just can, do it.
Right. So you say, I'm thinking a modular home on 2 acres of land. Yeah, we finally decided what we wanted because there's so many different options.
Okay. So that's your husband. So maybe we need a consultation after the show to figure out what you and what y'all want to do.
Yes, ma'am. Because he getting real specific. Like, hey,
right.
That's an appointment.
Right. That's a whole appointment. That's a strategy session right there.
Right.
He's at 40 acres in a mule.
Casey, you're funny. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys have any more questions that you have for Miss Shavon? She's giving us some very good information. A lot of this stuff I did not know. And so I was taking notes. So we supposed to buy a house that we believe we can sell. So be intentional about finding a good ISD and location.
Yeah, that is true. So, I mean, if that's your goal is to sell it or maybe one day rent it out, be cognizant of where it is.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean just because an area may be considered a low economic area, something like that, that their house still doesn't have value, and that area still doesn't have value. But look at what you want in a house. But then if you decide to move forward and make that house an investment, there are always ways to do that and still be profitable. For me, I'm a single individual. I don't have children. So the school district for me wasn't a big deal. But I like having access to grocery stores and, certain things like that. So I look for what's specific to me. I look for me right now and some of me in the future, but I don't go 10, 20 years down the line and think, well, when I get about 70, I'm going to want.
Yeah. So yes, what's your dream home and location?
So my dream location, because I have visited this place, I feel like I visit Jamaica once a year or once every other year. I want to purchase a home in Jamaica that I can go to and live there maybe in the summer months, maybe a month at a time, maybe the month of July or something every year.
Yeah.
And hang out there. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. And the people are just so loving and caring. And I met some sorority sisters out there. So now I really feel like I belong in Jamaica.
Wow. She said, I got some people out there. I know someone who was told to write a letter to the seller. Does that really help in the bidding process?
Whew. So this is the we've been struggling with this because ethically we want to be careful not to violate any fair housing laws.
Okay.
So when people typically write a letter, they say, "Hey, my name is Shavon and I have 3 beautiful children and I can picture my kids playing in the backyard and the school system is amazing." And we put all these things that are identifying information that could possibly get us discriminated against, right? So you told me that you're a single woman with children. Then I attached some pictures. So now you know that I'm African American, you know.
Mhm.
So we struggle with that because it becomes a gray area. It could
Yeah.
help you. And I've seen where situations it did help because that person really connected with that story, right? Because stories, numbers and facts, give us information, but the stories really affect the heart, right? So
Right.
it pull at the heartstrings and like, man, I'm gonna give them a shot. But then
Right.
somebody else could say, oh no, I don't want children living here. I work too hard for these floors.
Right.
I repainted this house 3 times and I put, Egyptian cotton on these sheets, whatever.
Yeah, because is
So-
that a form of harassment?
What, the letters?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the letter is a form of harassment. I would just say that you put yourself in a sticky situation if you choose to do it. But it depends. It depends on, the listing agent. Some people just ask and say, hey, is it okay that I send a letter? I have been told not to do them, so that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Just because of fair housing and things of that nature.
Right.
I would prefer not to have that identifying information right now.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. She's making me want a home in Jamaica too.
Listen, we could buy Airbnb or something. We could buy a nice house, Airbnb it out in Jamaica. Wouldn't that be awesome?
So do you so since you brought that up, because I was thinking about the Airbnb, so do you work with people on those too, as long as it's what were you saying, some type of apartment or a single family home?
So what you mean by work with Airbnb? So
like do you help people because I guess that would be pretty much trying to buy
if somebody wants to purchase a house and then put it on Airbnb,
right.
I can help somebody purchase the home. I can help them purchase it. Now, what they do with it is their business afterwards, right?
Okay.
We just have to make sure that community doesn't have an HOA that bans Airbnb.
Okay. That's the question.
Yeah, because there are some places that don't like short-term rentals, and so you have to be careful of when you're buying a home and you plan on using it for use other than you sleeping there. Like if you want to put a daycare, something like that, you have to put that in the contract when you're putting an offer on a house, letting people know what the use will be. Because if there's a HOA or some rule in that community, in that city, you just purchase something that you can't even do what you want with.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess that falls under the as far as the plans.
Knowing that up front.
Yep. Knowing that.
Knowing that up front.
See, look, you teaching me, boy. I'm learning. So Dr. Latoya said, what are your thoughts on tiny houses and condos? Oh, I love tiny homes.
So I like looking at tiny houses. I even considered putting one in my driveway if it was allowed, right? But I mean, if that's something you want to do, you have to make sure that, again, when you buy that land or whatever you're putting that house on, that it's okay for that house or that structure to be there.
Right.
So whenever you're buying something, your real estate agent needs to know upfront what your plans are. So don't buy it and then say you're going to open a daycare and then I didn't know, and you can't do that.
Right.
And as far as condos, I mean, condos are nice to me. It just depends on what you're looking for. So they typically don't have a large backyard. They typically have additional fees alongside with the mortgage. So you have to make sure you budget in the additional fees for that community.
Right. That is good info. Because I know I saw some land once before, and it was a sign on there saying no mobile homes.
Yeah.
So like, yeah,
you can do that. Yeah. And sometimes land doesn't even within the city limits may or may not have utilities already hooked up, like lines for cable or lines for plumbing and stuff like that. So you can buy land for cheap and then have to put all that stuff into it. So
Yeah.
So that's why you know, be intentional about what you're doing and tell somebody so they can educate you on what's next.
Right. That's good. And so Dr. Toya said, explain HOA fees.
It's the fee that the HOA has come up with to maintain that community. So in most HOAs, you may have, they're typically quarterly or annually.
Okay.
And if you don't pay them, the homeowners association can put a lien on your property.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yes, because you signed an agreement saying that you would pay them, that you would abide by those community rules. And so they set forth the rules of the community. If there's a pool or a playground, they maintain the barriers around the house, you know, around the community. They maintain the pool, the playground, the clubhouse. They may have community garage sales. They may have all kind of things that they do. And so me personally, I don't live in an HOA community, but my family does. And I do see the difference in the streets.
Yeah.
You know, I see the difference in the lawn care.
Yeah.
I see the difference in even the maintenance of the homes from an external perspective. You can see the difference when there's a HOA and when there isn't sometimes. And then there are some communities where everybody's responsible and you don't need an HOA. You know, it just depends on where you're living and if you're comfortable paying that quarterly fee or paying it annually, however you want to do it. But I can tell you, if you do not pay it, they can put a lien on your property saying that you owe them those fees.
I mean, you learn something new every day. I did not know that. And I see the communities and stuff. And it's like, man, do everybody have to participate in like one of those holidays? Everyone had, they had all the same theme. They were all lined out outside. And I was like, dang, they have to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Sometimes everybody participates and sometimes they don't. You don't. Stuff like that you don't have to do, but what you have to do is if there is a lawn care rule about your grass not being too high, they will cite you for it or tell, you know, so there's typically an HOA president or a property management company that is helping to enforce those rules. But if you live in an HOA, you can go to the meetings. It's just like with our city council. You show up and have your voice heard and you'll be fine.
Right. And I think, Casey, I don't know if you said this comment before or after, but she was saying about the HOA. Is that what you asking? What if they don't abide by the rules and who is over them? So over
the property,
the property management. Okay.
They may have a HOA president or a board or a property management company that are enforcing the rules, but they give tickets, they put liens. I mean, it is a real organization that you should abide by.
Wow. That's crazy. Now we know the secret behind the gates. But yeah, and so I know I gave you a specific time limit and I want to respect your time. And so I got one more question for you. And I usually ask everybody this. So what is your morning routine? Like, do you have a motivational song, certain things that in the morning time you wake up to get you ready, get you motivated to go sell some houses and buy some houses?
So that's funny. I am restructuring my morning routine. So I will say when I was a W-2 person, I had to get up at 5 and I would listen to a sermon and exercise and do all that stuff at the same time. When I got out on my own, that structure kind of changed. So this morning I literally got up, went to Camp Gladiator, and I'm going back to going to CG, coming back, listening to my sermon, praying, get myself back together because I need routine. I am a person that needs structure to have my day going. And as far as a motivational song, one of my friends called me a human jukebox. So it literally depends on the day, right? So I have a shirt that says somewhere between Nuck If You Buck and Praise Is What I Do. And that is literally me. So I could wake up one morning and feel like listening to LA Mass, That's When You Bless Me, because that's my joint. Or Brian Courtney Wilson, Worth Fighting For, you know, because that really talks about self-worth and knowing who you are and whose you are, right? But then you might catch me listening to J. Cole or Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, Frankie Beverly and Mays, Golden Time of Day. Like, it really depends. Like last week, I was listening to Minnie Riperton in the morning. I don't know why. I just was.
Wow.
And not the regular, not the Loving You song, but LaFleur and back down memory lane. I just do stuff. So I don't have a specific song. It just depends on what beat I need to hear to get me going.
Okay, I could dig that. And so there's no way we can get you to sing a little bit. You're not gonna do it. Just a little.
I don't know what I should sing and I don't know. What do you? Is there a request? I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
You said what did you say? That's when you bless me.
That's a hard song to sing. That's hard.
Okay, what about what you said something about Lauryn Hill? Sing a little bit of that. No,
look, Latoya just really trying to get me
out.
Yes,
one of those songs you missing.
One of the songs you mentioned. I'm not there yet. Me. Maybe next time, Latoya.
There had a little lamb. Look, like
on Sister Mary. No.
Yeah, go on, do a little Mary. Had a little lamb.
Oh no. Y'all are funny. No, we do that on another show. We have an after show one day, and I sing a tune. We'll name that tune and sing it.
Okay. Because I'm gonna see you in about a week, so I'll be like, hey,
right. I'm gonna see you, and we gonna see. I might let you go live that day. I'll be ready. That's what we gonna do. I'm a woman of my word. I'll sing you a little gospel hymn or something when I see you in 2 weeks. How about that?
I'm gonna remember that. Look, let me write that down so I can put
that
in
there. Write it down. I will do it.
All right, I got that. Well, I appreciate you so much. As soon as the first day I met you when we came and did your floors, I was like, she is dope. I love her.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity. I will tell you this experience is great as far as being out on my own. Entrepreneurship is not for the faint at heart, right? It's not. And it teaches you how to value your time. If nothing else I've learned the last 7 months is that my time is very valuable. I get 24 hours and the way I spend it matters. So what I do consistently provides me with results.
Amen. Come on now. That's the whole word. He won't get off of this with you. He is too much.
He want to hear from the 99 and the 2000. That's what he want to hear.
That's all he want to hear. That's all he want to hear.
Y'all are too funny.
But yeah, Shavon, I appreciate you so much. I'll be getting with you soon because I got tons of questions and stuff. And then I want to have you back on the show in a few months to talk more about real estate and your progress and your journey and how everything's going. So you guys can look. You can contact her. I've been having it flowing at the bottom. So if you have any more questions or if you're looking to buy your home or sell a home, please hit up Shavon the Realtor.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You have a good night, okay?
All right, you too.
Thank you. Bye. All right, y'all. So I hope you guys took notes on that. You got all the information that you needed to get you started and to get you going on your home journey. And so I have a few announcements that I want to shout out to all you guys. So every time we do a show on Mondays and Fridays, and so I'm getting my schedule together to where it's pretty much better than what it is now. Since we added residential sanitizing services. So I think we're good on schedule wise. So I will be here every Monday and every Friday. And I also want to give you guys a quote every time we come on here to inspire everyone before I start ranting. So every problem is a gift. Without problems, we cannot grow. And that's Anthony Robbins. So without problems, we cannot grow. So we got a few minutes left. So we're going to talk about these problems in business and how they are pretty much necessary and how they are going to happen. So, and I got a little rant about problems in business. So let me go ahead and play this business reel. Those of you who want to get on the business reel for the month of July, I'm actually doing it for $20 instead of $25. For anyone that wants to get on there, I know being an entrepreneur and a business owner can be quite expensive. So we want to make sure that we can't be on here telling you to watch your finances and do this X, Y, and Z to grow your business and then charge you an arm and a leg to be on the business reel. So for the month of, what is this, July, the business reel, don't y'all start them fireworks. Please don't do it. I can't handle another night. Anyway, so the business reel is going to be $20 for the month of July. Once you pay that for July, it will actually start in August. So you pay for July and it'll start in August. I'm going to do 3 months at a time on the business reel, just because it's very time consuming putting this together. So you guys check this out and I'll be right back. And we're going to talk about problems in business for a few minutes. And I got a rant about something. So check this out. Be right back. Yeah, they starting back at these firecrackers again. I can't do it. I can't do it. So yeah. So real quick, I wanted to chat with you guys about something. Problems in business. Most of the problems in business are people. Are people, right? So, you know, we're all learning, and I know some of you can attest to this. You can agree with this. You understand where I'm coming from when I say this, that people are the problem and people are the solution. I don't know if you guys heard about the whole situation with Wendy Williams. I really didn't dig too far off into that because been busy. But she said something about Tabitha or something to that effect. And I saw a post saying that we wouldn't even know anything about Tabitha if it had not been for Wendy Williams calling her out. So a lot of problems are necessary for growth. Just like the quote that I read, it's necessary for growth. And it's something that's pretty much needed because as problems occur, it forces you to find solutions for those particular problems at that time. So when I say that, yeah, she came for Tabitha. I think it was her name, Tabitha. She's an actress. But yeah, she came for her, and the way Tabitha handled her was, very big of her, because a lot of people are childish and they're petty and they don't want to grow. And so you're stuck with either A, having to deal with them, or B, not having to deal with them. But if you have some clients that show up, that don't show up, that don't call you, say for instance, if you have consultations for them, they don't call, they are flat no show, that's a problem. People can be the problem. If you book an appointment with a business owner and they are a no show, that can be a problem. People can be the problem. And so at what point do we as individuals decide that we're not going to be the problem anymore? Because how can we grow as business owners? How can we grow as better people, as Christians, and not be the problem? I said this once before about people normalizing being toxic, people doing different things like that, and how it doesn't help situations. And so I got to rant about it. If we're all out here and we're all trying to eat, we should be able to work with each other a lot better. I don't ever let my personal life affect my business life, because this is how I eat. It's not a game for me. It's not just something that we do to pass time. This is how we make our money. And all of us as business owners should respect everybody else's businesses that we are working with. And if it doesn't work out, then we should be able to part ways like adults, like professionals. Because as soon as you start messing with my money, there is a problem with that. I have a husband, I have kids, I got my dad. We take care of my dad as well. So at one point, are people not the problem? Now, all this stuff helps us grow. It does. It helps us grow. And so what I made up in my mind is that I'm going to work on myself. And truly, we seek God for everything. But I think that we don't wait. We don't wait on him to answer and to respond, to say, hey, is it a good idea if I work with this person in business? Is that a bad idea? Is it something that I should do? Just because this person is a quote unquote friend does not mean that I should be working with them in business. It may be a bad idea. They may be emotionally, mentally immature not to handle a business relationship. But we talk about that all the time as entrepreneurs, about all of us doing better, so that way we can have several Black Wall Streets in different areas. So y'all talk back to me if you agree, you disagree with what I'm saying. Let's talk about it for a couple of minutes, because this isn't a platform to where I'm professing that I know it all, because I don't know it all. I don't know. I'm learning, and I always find opportunities to learn, to get more wisdom and knowledge. And you learn that from the people that you are around, from the people that you talk to, that you work with, that you deal with, working relationships. We actually have we actually work with a particular lady that that does cleaning as well. And this is a transparent moment, and we do the carpet cleaning for her clients. We don't try to recruit any of her clients. It's actually in our contract, and she suggested that it be in the contract. And so we were fine with that because it's enough room for all of us to eat. It's enough room for all of us. And so we wanted to make sure that our relationship with her was good, that there were no misunderstandings. There was so she won't feel like we're just using her. We're building a trust relationship with her, because just like we have a family, so does she. So we all should be more mindful of our fellow business owners and our fellow entrepreneurs that are striving for the same things that we are striving for, because that matters. And we're already set apart. I believe business owners and entrepreneurs are already set apart from everyone else, because if they're not in business, there are certain things you can't talk to them about. You have certain friends that you can't talk to business about your business with, or certain family members you can't talk to your business with because they don't understand. And there was a lot of things I didn't understand, a lot of things that I didn't know about until we started doing this full time. And now I feel like I don't have time for anything that doesn't have to do with this, because my mind is so focused on what needs to be done. Yep, build with builders. That's right, Dr. Latoya, build, and you're a builder. And we're so glad to be building with you. All these divine connections that are on here, all of you that are on here that are super supportive of all of our businesses, of PNN, Polish News Network, Polish Elegance Everything, Buff Daddy Floors, LCS Counseling and Consulting. Who else is on here? All of you guys that are just super supportive of our businesses. We just appreciate how you love on us and you share our information to everyone that you know. Sister Ruth Rashaw, Mother Atkins, how they're constantly, and Casey Allen constantly sharing all of our stuff and talking to different people about that matters to us, because this is how we pay our bills. One week can be with I saw someone in this. Hey, Jessica. Jessica's all the way in Cali at Disney World with the family. That's my friend right there. But yeah, and Jessica too. I just thank you guys so much for your phenomenal support. And it does matter. And I made an executive decision within my own self from getting beat up so much. It's like, are you going to keep getting beat up by what people aren't doing? Or are you going to you're going to lift up the people that do support, the people that do check in every now and then on you, the people that do ask if you do you need any help, the people that don't even ask and just show up with stuff, that show up with groceries and different bath products and the Epsom salts and the icy hots. And I just thank God for my mother-in-law, Pastor Dietrich Hicks, because she'll just pop up with some stuff. And it's just like, dang, how she know? That's what I call her master prophet. But it's like so many people, like my mom, for your prayers and for your love, and it's just at some points it's overwhelming. And I saw something that completely made me cry and break down. It was like the life of an entrepreneur. 1 week you can make $1,000 within that 1 week, and the next week you can make $400, and then another week you can make $30, and then a week after that it could be zero, like nothing. So yeah, everything, all that matters. And it just and it warms my heart to have like revolving clients, like clients that were there, that got a service, and then next thing you know, 3 months later, they're like, hey, we need you guys to come back out, or we need you guys to do this, or we need you guys to do that. And it's phenomenal. And this, like Shavon the Realtor said, this is not for the faint at heart. It is not for the weak. And if you are an entrepreneur and you spend all day long worried about what other people are saying about you, what other people are doing, and who don't support you, and who don't share your stuff on social media, all that is for the birds. Who does share your stuff? Who does support you? Who does love you? Let's focus our attention on the positive. No more of the negative. That's why I said problems in business is simple. It's people. Either you learn from it and you grow from it, or you can sit and complain about it and slander their names because you don't have nothing else to do. I don't know about y'all, but I'm super busy. And then when we do have downtime, hey, we watching Homestead Rescue. We watching Discovery Go. You know what I'm saying? We watching some superheroes, Marvel stuff, DC stuff. Other than that, that's our downtime. And then it's not that long because you can't stay up too late because you got a job in the morning. You got other stuff going on. And there are gonna be some days you don't feel like it. So you can't be just go off of just strictly motivation because there's some days you are not motivated and you don't feel like doing it. But you got to get up and do it because this is how you pay your bills. And the only difference is that you love to do it. And so once you love to do it, and that song, as I look back over my life and think things over, I think about having to go in to somebody else's job at 8:00 and I'm late, and they getting on to me about being late and adding all this work to me and ain't gonna give me no raise, ain't gonna do nothing like that. I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go clean this house because I ain't finna go back over there. No. Taking a break, doing nothing boosts creativity. It really does. It really does. It really does. And I like to go sit outside and just chillax and rest for that. To get the brain going and flowing again. But so on a lighter note, I wanted to let you guys know something. You guys mark your calendar for September 18th. PNN, Polish News Network. And let me tell you the name of the other company because I'm bad with everybody's business names. It's not personal. My brain can only hold so much. I'm just saying. Let's see if she sent it to me. She didn't. But yeah, so I'm working with another business owner, and we are putting together a business conference. I don't know if we're going to call it a business conference, business expo. I need to decide because I need to do the flyer right away. So this is going to be something different. As you know, I've been to several business conferences, business expos, pop-up shops, blah, 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 and learned absolutely nothing. That's no shade to all the ones I've been to. That's just not what I was looking for. So if you don't like Wonder Bread, get Mrs. Bird's bread. If you don't like Mrs. Bird's bread, get you some Great Value. It's different types of bread. So this is just a different type of bread for you to try this particular day. We're going to try to make this an annual event. My birthday is September 17th. So I wanted to do this for my birthday since I'm always talking about businesses. That's all I think about. That's, what's going through my mind. What can we learn new? What is something I don't know? So yeah. We're going to do that September 18th. That is a Saturday because I'm not doing any events anymore on Sunday. What you said, I don't know if y'all got that story, but I ain't doing it. I got my butt toe up. I ain't doing it no more. I turned down 3 bounce house rentals for this past Sunday, and I slept all day after church until they start this war of the fireworks, and I was up for a little bit till they finished till 2:00 in the morning. But anyway, so September 18th, tickets are going to go on sale. They're going to be low tickets. Because we're all entrepreneurs and business owners. We're all trying to make money, and I'm not going to charge you no arm and a leg for some information. But we're going to have, we're looking at a total of 5 to 6 speakers. Each one of them is going to talk about a specific topic that is business related. And so the speakers will kind of touch into their own businesses, but not too much because I'm going to specifically ask for them to talk about their specific topic. So that way you can leave with an armful of information. So we're actually going to do indoor, outdoor vendors. So if you guys know anyone that has food trucks, I know a couple of people, but if you guys know anyone that has food trucks, if they want to be a vendor for outside, we're going to have those for sale, those tickets for sale, and the vendors tickets for inside. So that's going to be super, super awesome. They can actually send their information to this email address, or they can just shoot me an inbox. But yeah, I'm super excited about this. We are actually booking the venue this week for that. It's going to be in Fort Worth. It's going to be local, and we're going to have delicious food. I haven't talked to the lady yet that I want to do the food, but I'm sure she's going to tell me yes. I'm not asking her to do it for free, but whatever. But I've actually had her on the show before, so I'm super excited about that. So we're going to make sure we have dessert vendors. And I am going to talk to Dr. Latoya Smith about that. I'm just going to throw that out there about being one of the speakers. Jay Henderson, we've been talking about communication, and I was like, this is the way we can do it. Yeah, and so I'm Alicia Pulley. I'm gonna get with you as well. Alicia Homemade Plates. Her food is phenomenal. She cooks like she is somebody's 70-year-old granny. She throws down. I'm gonna get with Shawana about her desserts. It's just a bunch of people. So I'm just throwing that out there just in case y'all are on here listening. I'm going to talk to Estina Jamison, see if I can get her on to talk about sales. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there because, I'm going to be sending y'all messages. So I don't know if y'all listening. And so I'm going to talk to also my little cousin, little Corey, that does horse lot sauces. I don't know if you're on here, Corey, or if you're in the kitchen throwing down, but I need to get you on here for an interview and also get you set up at one of those vendor tables. There has been people asking me about your sauce. I have been sending them your way. I told them that you have seasoning now. So I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited for you. Your mom is doing a phenomenal job. I just love Tisha so much, so much, so much. So you guys, mark your calendars for September 18th. If you are a business owner, an entrepreneur that's looking for promotion, this will be the place. We're going to start this off super, I wouldn't say super small. Our goal is like 30 people, and it's for women and men. I don't want this just to be a women's conference type thing where this won't be church. So I want that to be clear. This is going to be about business stuff. And we can't do nothing without the Lord, but I just want y'all to know that this is going to be about business. So the goal is for you guys, like I said a few minutes ago, to walk away with information. So if you're starting a business, Sister Rashaw, you're starting a business, Casey, this will be a good event to attend. If you're completely lost on what to do and how to start, this will be the perfect place to go to get that information. And we're going to have some giveaways. We're going to have some awesome PNN merch that particular day. So I'm going to get with Sequoia of Seize the Moment. I need to get with Janine Hall for her desserts. So it's going to be phenomenal. Y'all know I love food. So we're going to make sure there is plenty of food. Make sure y'all bring some cash on you. So you guys can make some purchases on different products. And so I'm going to try to get all my fave product people there. I need to talk to Unique to see if she can come. You see, guys, I have on my You So Unique blings and things, earrings. I got on the ring. Yes, the ring. Yes. So this is going to be exciting. I'm going to check with a couple of the professional singers that we have on, that we've had on the show before, and to come, to get them to come and do a couple of live performances. This is going to be phenomenal. I am super excited about it. So with that being said, I want to shout out Anika Cuba. She recently started her business, and also she has purchased tons of journals from me. So I am super excited about that. And so I have to make some more now. And so I just wanted to shout her out and tell her so much that I thank her for that. And we're going to shout out her business for that. And I'm going to make sure she has a table there for her travel agency business. I'm not messing up my words, whatever. Must be tired. It was some pork ribs, all right. But yeah, so look at the journal commercial. Be right back.
Don't you want a journal? Come and get your journal. Buy a polished journal for me. Don't you want a journal? Come and get your journal. Buy a polished journal from me.
So if you need to write down a few things, affirmations, prayers, anything of that sort, polished journal is what you need. Shout out to Albert Flores. I don't know, I think I saw him on here for a second. Him and his wife Jessica are in Cali right now on a family vacay, but he he did all the editing and everything for me on the vocal tip and added it to my video. So I appreciate him for that. He's super, super, super dope. And I want to shout out Lobo of City to City Junk Removal. Get all your junk removed. He does not pick up people. I know we said that problems in business is people, but he ain't picking up people, okay? But he'll pick up all the other junk. It's up to you to get rid of the toxic people. So I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm gonna go in the kitchen and rummage around, and they got some dirty rice down there. So yeah. So Cajun Joe will be dropping a video this week, and Chatty Matty in London. We are editing their videos as we speak. Do you make personalized journals? I can. Yes, I can make personalized journals. Who wants one? You want one with your name on it? You want me to make you a doctor one? The therapist one with a big brain on it? Dot with the thing. Just let me know. I'll make them personalized. I actually enjoy doing that. Who would have thought I'd be doing this? It's something that my mama used to do, kind of scrapbooking style. So yeah. So let me know, Dr. Smith. But I thank you guys so much for coming on here. Man, I thought that was gonna let me see who was on here. For coming on here. Shout out to Dr. Smith and for sending me some of your friends to interview. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I appreciate you. You guys check out Strong Witness. It'll be live tomorrow at 6 p.m. It's a storytelling series from LCS Counseling and Consulting. So you guys check that out tomorrow at 6 p.m. on Facebook Live. Shout out to Joe, my hubs, Casey, Jessica, Albert. My mom is on here. I think I saw Mother Atkins. Mother Atkins is on here. Sister Rashaw was on here. I can't see who else was on here. And shout out once again to Shavon, the Realtor, for coming and bringing us all that wonderful, great info. Now we know the steps we need to take in order to purchase a home or sell a home. The first step is to contact a realtor. And if you need a realtor, contact Shavon, the Realtor. She is on Facebook, so please go and like her Facebook page and share her stuff. And I want to shout out Xenia Roastery. We're still buying coffee. We're still drinking coffee, and coffee is delicious, and we love that coffee. Yes, we do, sir. Yes, we do. So shout out to him. Who else am I missing? Shout out to Lawyer Turner and his new album. You guys can purchase that new album on all platforms. Music platforms. Is called Mirrors. Juke Smokehouse, and there you go. Making you smile with smoke. If you guys want some Q, go hit up Mr. Juke. All right. I think that's everybody. I don't want to forget anybody. But all right, you guys have a lovely Monday night. We will be back here Friday night. I got the schedule down, so we'll be back here Friday night. But yeah, you guys, I love you guys so much for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful night, and we'll see you Friday.